Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 8. We're playing the vanilla version on normal Iron Man. This is a new character. We have a fighter that we're going to train up really high weapon skills before we level them up past level 2. Because we just keep getting scammed. So we're going to have to scam the computer with training. Hey Zomble, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hear something.
Look, creatures! I hope these guys.
It's only 9 roaches. Being a rogue on easy difficulty for 1 level, where we find fixed level monsters to miss for 15 minutes and give us 50 stealth quickly. Yeah, but you start with low hit points then. There's always a trade-off. We have low hit points compared to a fighter if we do that. You'll be level 2 with probably 23 hit points as opposed to 35 hit points at level 2. So we always get the trade-offs. That's a big deal, being level 2 with only 20-something hit points compared to 35. It could work, but yeah, it'd be rough. Hey, Crack Rock, welcome in. How are you doing? Must out cheese the cheese. That's right. See, we've already taken... How much damage? Yeah, we're halfway at health. We would almost be dead if we were a rogue turned fighter. There's trade-offs to it all. Yeah, crabs are gone. Yep, that's how we got level 2. There's something to Swiss with the RNG. Yeah. Ooh, okay. One on its own, we get a free kill there. Rest are retreating. We got one that's claiming it's advancing. Oh, okay. We got a bunch advancing. Down to run.
Look, creatures!
But just remember, we had a bishop that had 90 plus stealth. I think we had 92 stealth. And the Uzite didn't miss, hit twice in a row, did 140 damage with 90 something stealth. He completely ignored the stealth. So it's can definitely help, but all that time invested goes right out the window sometimes. We get scammed, we get scammed. Or we run into a spellcaster that casts 2 crushes in a row that kills you. That's why I'm wanting to focus on high hit points, heavy damage output. The more we can absorb, and the quicker we can kill them, the better we're going to be. What about a priest level once we get to Arnica to power up level defensive magic? Oh, you got to have high piety then. See this? We have 25 piety. Because you want to put all your stats into strength and dex so you can actually hit. So you can't go that route. The problem is you can't have it all. You either have to have a good chance to hit with heavy hit points, or you have a watered down character that can't really do much of anything, but can get some defensive spells, and we've gone that way with the Lord. But once you get to fighting level 17 and 18 monsters while you're level 14, that's where you get destroyed. So this is the best solution. We just have to get past the RNG scams early on. That's all it boils down to. Hybrids and watered down characters just won't cut it. Yeah. The rogue can have some synergy with a fighter because they don't need high piety and all that stuff. So some of their attributes can be shared, but any of the hybrids, you either need intelligence, senses, or piety, and then you're completely sacrificing the whole point of a fighter having high strength and dexterity to be able to actually hit things. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Hey, Grembork, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? The only reason why the Lord works early is because of the regen. You can exploit regen. Without that, they're absolutely useless. The regen's amazing, but it trails off so quickly where you can't hit the monsters anymore because of the low dex and strength. So I've said this before, all these configurations have great gaps at certain points in the game. Certain points they do a terrible job when you're really vulnerable. And other points they do great. So if we can get to a point where we can out-level safely, which we were doing with the bishop, the mistake I made was going to the swamp. Had I just remained on Arnica Road, got up to level 25, take forever, but if I did that, the bishop would have been fine. It's just down to patience now. Did we finish normal difficulty? No. We're back on normal. The title's wrong. We're doing a normal run right now. The title's wrong because I had tried expert and we got killed again. So we're back to normal. Yeah, all the problem is the RNG and the scams. It's not the lack of strategy with trying certain combos. We just have to not get scammed, and then we'll be fine. Okay, this is gonna help. Leather boots on the feet. That bumps our anti-penetration up there. I'm gonna try to get out to the water area. We can safely fight and grind. It's the only truly safe place to do it. Realistically, I'm probably going to have to spend probably 4 or 5 streams just fighting in that area with this character. I don't like that, but it's the only way to be safe.
I think it's locked. Look at those things.
Yeah, I can't pick these up yet. Let's move them over here. I can pick them up outside of combat then. So I don't ID them. That way I can get some artifact training there. Okay. We should be able to get our artifacts up to 12 to 18 by just doing this.
Look at those.
Okay. Just do these one at a time. In fact, let me see what my... Okay, we've got it at 11.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Whoops. Wrong button.
Thanks.
I don't know if this can get us to... Oh, it can. This can get us to 18. Good. That's a big help.
Thanks.
Let me make sure Twitch is showing the video. It's not showing me. Hit a refresh over here. Sometimes it doesn't
Thanks.
show that I'm live. Okay, I see it now. It's the best way for me to tell when something screws up, either on my connection or Twitch. I mean, as long as we can get artifacts high, we have a good amount of items we can use for magic capabilities with the fighter. At some point.
Thanks.
Where are we at now? 14? This can get us up to, I believe, 18. And we need higher categories of items.
Thanks.
All right, where did we end up? 16. Pretty sweet. 16 artifacts, so we still have 2 more.
does this gadget
All
do?
right, let's go down here and see if we get anything good out of the treasure chest. Can also use these for training. Oh, we only got one. That's the tincture of shadows. What is this? Ale.
Looks.
Okay, well, we got some male middens. About it. Still the rest, I guess. We'll go get the resurrection powder. I think we can ID it. I think you only need 12 artifacts. We got 2. So that's 3,200 gold. Allow us to buy some scrolls of magic missile and stink bombs. Alright, I don't think I killed this yet. Let's go check. I did kill it, okay. Where's the book at? There it is. Oh, we got something.
Look at those things.
Roaches. Yeah, not fighting those there. Let's go ahead and see if they come over here if I rest.
Look. Look at. Look at those
Okay, they
things.
didn't, so we'll go up. Oh, yep, something's. Slimes, good, good, good. It's the best we could ask for. We can see their hit points now. That's nice.
I hope these guys aren't as tough as they look.
Guess I could equip the sling. Zumble says just hit back and train for 15 minutes. Shield will go up 10. Oh, block. Yeah, I think our shield's already like 18 or something. Let me look. Yeah, it's already 19. We don't have enough healing to do that right now.
I'm wounded.
If I get some more potions and stuff, I might do that. Getting shield to 25 is the only thing that helps. Once it's past that, it won't help at all unless we get a higher shield.
I'm wounded.
There we go, finally killed that one.
So much for that.
21 shield, mace 13. Let's see if we can get this up to 18. Yeah, evasion armor class is super weak. It doesn't, most enemies seem to be able to pretty much bypass it. 17 artifacts. That's close. Let's go ahead and equip the spear for now. We'll go upstairs and sell a bunch of this stuff.
Company.
Was that you? Come back and see.
We have to find a way
Bye.
to cheese the game, absolutely. We gotta cheese it in multiple ways. Okay, now we have a little money. Let's get rid of the rest of our junk we found here. Almost 5,000 gold. Skull magic missiles, stink bombs, moderate stamina, moderate heals.
Thanks.
Where's the book? Okay.
Come back and
Bye-bye.
Get a few more things real quick. And kill those fish down there with the one or two scrolls of magic missile. At least soften them up where we can then hit them.
Got some new stuff?
More scroll, but we got more stink bombs. Let's buy 5 of those.
Come back and see.
Bye-bye.
There we go, 18 artifacts. Nice. Bet we can ID this now. Yep, stink bomb. Still can't do the tincture. Shall we check the coffins? See if we get anything good here.
Look, creatures.
Let's make sure we're not getting sandwiched.
You all look nervous. Is something up here?
Ugh, that's garbage. Would have been great if you were a ninja. Leather hauberk's good. That's a good item. Brimstone ring, that's a really good item. This gives us 20% fire resistance and +1 evasion armor class. Is our fire 60? That helps protect against blindness, but also if we fight those heads again that do energy blast, would help against that. Leather greaves, that's another good item. Got some good items. Okay. That's a rare occurrence. Zambel says, is Alchemist the only accessible caster since we have high dex? No, Alchemists also need intelligence of 55. So we're way off. I mean, we'll eventually could become that at level 20-ish if we kept putting points into intelligence. So, no, Mage Mage is just as likely as the alchemist. We can get 5 intelligence in Trenton too, from the fountain.
Look, creatures.
But I'm not switching until really high level anyway. We're going to have a fighter that can just destroy absolutely everything. And then I'll consider switching. But I'll have to start bumping up intelligence at some point if I want to do that. I will definitely have to decide at a time whether I want to go the piety route or the intelligence route. Great items. RNG seems appeased, Zombo. So this is the run. I can feel it. I haven't heard that before. Craig says, "Gonna have a fighter that has veins as big as a man's thighs and biceps that bend bars." Yeah, we'll unlock Power Strike fairly early on because our strength's already 80. So let me think here: 3, 86, 89, 92, 95, 98. So 7 level ups, and we'll unlock. So by level 9, we'll have Power Strike unlocked. That is one of the best abilities. And dexterity is pretty, what is it, 70? So that'll take a little longer before we unlock, what's it called, reflection.
Look, creatures.
It'll take another 3, 4 levels. Roaches. Reflection is not nearly as good as Power Strike, so I'm not really concerned about that. Why are you not moving forward? There you go.
Look, creatures. This is the part where we fight, right?
Hey, Ageless. Welcome back. How you doing? I can destroy anything with a single strike and another paralyzed restart. Yes, exactly. That's it. You basically defined what happens 95% of the time. We will be scammed. We're just going to try to avoid the RNG scam as long as we can. And have to invest many hours into grinding like this.
So much for that.
Mace and Flail 14, Shield 22. 3 more points in Shield, and then we'll get 1 extra evasion. Which again, doesn't really seem to do too much, but might as well. May kill these fish now.
Look at those things.
Get them out of the way. Where are you at, fishies? Probably right here, yep. Try to catch them when they go behind the walls so that when we throw, we backfire, they won't get mad. Okay, perfect. We're missing one of them, I think. Let's try that again.
This is the part where we fight, right?
Well, there's only 3. Usually there's 4. Oh, it killed one. Okay. I didn't hear any noise, so that's why I was confused. All right. So now we'll let them run away.
So much for that.
Now we'll kill them with our scroll.
So much for that.
Now we don't have to listen to her keep saying, "What's that over there?" Karakrak says it died so quietly, so it would not demoralize the rest. What a noble soul. I think I'm going to rename her. See what'll fit. We'll whip master. We'll just say it like that. Whip master. In Bill Murray's honor. Those that haven't seen when he was on Saturday Night Live ages ago. And he was when it was really good with him on it. He was the whipmaster. Indiana Jones. Ooh, we
Look
got
at
some.
those things.
Nice, nice, nice. The slimes are upstairs. Oh no, here they are. There's something else up there. It's gonna be a pain because it's gonna run. Looks like bats.
I hope these guys aren't as tough as they look.
Hit our foot, no penetration. Good thing we got those leather boots.
So much for that.
Shield 23, Mason Flail 15.
Look, creatures.
All right,
Look at
let's
those things.
Go upstairs and kill these bats.
This is the part where we fight, right?
You shall be whipped. Hey, Igloo, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You have a fairy Sonic for some reason. I'm not sure why I picked fairy.
So much for that.
Oh, that's super, super fragile.
Got some new.
Alright, sell. Back our scroll. Alright, perfect.
Come back and.
Bye-bye.
Let's see what he's got in here.
Looks I'm seeing Spot. Ah!
She's poisoned. Robe of Rejuvenation and Brilliant Helm is all you can wear, you think?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
much
pretty
better.
bad.
Looks I'm seeing spots.
The merchant's trying to scam you, Crack Rock says. Ooh, we got a round shield. It's an upgrade too. Once we get shield to 25, which is close, we'll get +1. We could actually get another +2 from a round shield, I believe. But we have to get shield up higher for that. For 25 bucks, he tells you where the monastery is. I never gave him a cent.
Yes.
That's
much
funny.
better.
Yeah, he is a scammer, isn't he? Got some new stuff in stock.
Got some new stuff in stock. Come back and see me.
Bye-bye.
You might make it a monk for stealth. All right, Gregor. I sneak past your lair. Hey, try to go back. If nothing spawns here, go back to the jail cell. Give it a little bit of time. I like fighting here better because it's safer in case we need to make an escape exit. And nothing's generating. Alright, I gotta sneak past the old Krabby Patty. Whoa, Nelly. So dark without the light spell. It's hard to see where in the heck we're at. Okay. This is the quickest way to get fights. Hey Joshua, welcome to stream. How are you doing? Honestly, didn't realize you could sneak past the king crab like that. Yeah. You can sneak past Gregor that way too. You sneak past anything that way. Most of the time it works. Occasionally the mini-map lies to you down there and it won't show red when it should. And when you exit and go back trying to exit combat, then it starts a fight. But luckily that doesn't happen too often.
This is the part where we fight, right?
Whipmaster got a shield blockage. Another shield blockage. Another shield blockage. What? Wait a minute. How's that possible? We just got scammed. We did a berserk attack and only did 1 damage. It didn't do double damage. What the? I have never seen that happen. Look at that. Goes berserk, 1 damage. It didn't say ×2. What the heck? We got scammed.
This is bad.
See? 2x damage. That's what it should have said. That was really weird.
Hey, I'm wounded. Is that my blood?
Hit points. What one is that?
Hey, I'm wounded.
Stamina. See, and that's a rounding error there. 17, but it shows 2 times damage. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. I've never seen it do that. You doing all right, Joshua? You have about an hour half hour before you have to get back to work. Yeah, that was a damage scam.
So much for that.
That was so weird. 25 shield. All right, that gives us 2 now. Plus 1 there. So we've got 4 evasion. Not bad. 0 damage doubles to 1. Yeah, so weird that it didn't say 2x. Wonder what would cause that. That might lead to some insight into how Berserk Attack works. Because it always does, always, 2 times damage. And you can never do 0 damage. The enemy doesn't have damage reduction there. So that was just a straight bug. This is more stressful than poker, Crackrock says. What do we got? More roaches. Okay, I'm gonna kill these with a stink bomb. Just say no to roaches.
So much for that.
They're too dangerous. They do too much damage. Samble says they must carry decimals through the calculation before finally rounding it. Yeah, that's fine, but the message did not say 2x. That's the weird. That's the bug.
These guys aren't as tough as
Oh, this is a languid slime because it can shoot at us through here. See what I did there? I opened the door to block that shot right when it was firing. We only gotta do that one time. We're gonna come over here. Because this thing puts us to sleep. That's what killed the last character. We need to let this one walk closer. This is the languid here, I believe. Yeah. See if we can reach it. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about sleep. Sleep scams.
So much for that.
Mason Flail 18, nice. Got 26,000 experience. We're not applying a level up until we start getting 2 attacks and swings with the mace and flail, with the whips. So that's a long ways off. It'll be a few streams of just fighting. Almost says the missing berserk for 2 sounds like a result of a typical Zomble Bobble bug fix. Just slap an if statement in the middle of the logic instead of fixing the root cause. Yeah, I don't know what would cause that. The only thing I can think of is if they checked damage, and if it was 0 before applying, it assumes there was no double damage. That's just so weird though. It's not possible to get 0 damage or half a damage with the bullet. Especially because we got a 30% damage increase here. It would be 1.3 damage minimum. It's almost like half the Berserk didn't penetrate. Like it hit, didn't penetrate, and it's like, oh, I'm going to try to penetrate with the other half of the Berserk. I've never seen that. Oh, there's roaches? Okay. I'm going to try to get combat to stop here. Getting around the corner.
Look, creatures.
Oh, wait, actually, if we... Yeah. Okay, this will work great. So we can hit these and keep this slime right here. Kill the roaches from afar and they can't reach us. Roach scam incoming, it is. Scam the scammer, that's right. Okay, now this one's not moving forward. Let me move over here a little bit. It's blocked. Okay. Come over here then. There we go. Several says this is like those scammer paycheck YouTube videos where the hackers fight back against those calls. Yeah. Scamming the Wizardry engine. Yeah, the whip's really nice in a fighter with Berserk on because it appears to bypass the lashing attack. Like normally lashing has bonus to hit but minus to penetrate. So it doesn't penetrate much. But with the Berserk mode, it doesn't seem to use lashing.
So much for that.
Nice. Going Castlevania on him. That's right. Trevor is one, right? And then Simon. Two of the main characters. Simon's in the second one, right? Is it Trevor's in the first one, or? Remember. Maybe that's where the one damage bug came from. I have no idea. I can't think of a logical explanation except for... Okay, more roaches. We're going to throw another bomb here.
Look at those things. I hope these guys aren't as tough as they
Or
look.
not. Let me back up here a bit. Look at this. I'm going to try to get one at a time. Kind of scamming me here. No penetration. It's shield. There we go. And close this and get our hit points back real quick. That's pretty good training. Got Mason Flail up to 23 already. Nice. Simon Belmont's the MC of the first two Castlevania? Okay. Wasn't sure if it was Trevor in first and then it went to Simon. Igloo says Staff of Doom is easy to get, but I forget if Ebon's staff is better. No, Staff of Doom is way better, but it is not easy to get. Unless your save's coming. That is not easy to get. You gotta get through the Granite Golem and all the other monsters there. That area is suicide. Oh, you don't play Iron Man, okay. Well, yeah, then anything's easy. You just keep saves coming until you get the results you want. It's funny. In that case, yeah, it is easy. Yeah, it's easy to get Diamond Eyes then. From that perspective, you might as well go get that. That's right in the same area. Diamond Eyes is unbelievably strong. Okay, this is a green slime, I believe.
This is the part where we fight.
So it only had 295 experience. Your party's level 12. Yeah, as long as you can offset the negative regen on that Staff of Doom, it's crazy good.
So much for that.
24 Mason Flail, nice. We're alone in the dungeon, Crack Rock. Trying to make it harder, only playing 4 characters. Oh, it keeps spawning roaches, man.
This is the part where we fight, right? Come on. So much for that.
Give me slimes. Crack says, I feel like I need more characters. I want them all. So many options. Yeah, that's the struggle. That's the struggle. Too many options. That's why you can replay it many times. Joshua says my OCD keeps me from having less than 6 characters. I just want to play with all the toys available. His usual party is Fighter, Samurai, Ranger, Bishop, Gadgeteer, and Bard. Good news is you can class change, so if you find some really cool class-related item, later on you could potentially switch just to use it. Can't do that with race, though. There's a few race-specific items. Okay, let's see what kind we're dealing with here. That's a green. That's a green.
I hope these guys aren't as tough as they look.
Nice. 8 of them. That's perfect. But no penetration. Hit our leg, penetrated, 13 damage. The rounding again. It's because of this 30%. That's what's causing this. The round up. Becomes a 60% with Berserk. It's giving us 1 point of damage rounding up. Still does not explain the 0 damage rounded up. Because you can't do 0 damage.
Right on.
I do have a thought on that actually. So if it was a hit but no penetration, I wonder if when you Berserk, this would double and it still try to apply a 60%, which doesn't make sense on 0, but like maybe they do it on a 1 and it pushed it up to 1 damage and then it didn't say that it berserked. I don't know, that was the weirdest thing. Because you should get no penetration like that. Should say 2x.
So much for that.
Wow, that was good training. Shield's 30 already. Just from getting hit. Igloo says Rangers are nice for scouting. They also wear chain and use shield. Also alchemy, which has nice spells. Joshua says that's why it's part of his usual lineup.
This is the part where we fight, right?
Rangers also cut down the scamming of the enemies a tiny bit with their scout skill.
So much for that.
Wow. Nice training. One thing that would be fun to do with a ranger is, since they have ranged criticals, is to get a blunderbuss and get ranged combat really high. It should stack the critical of the blunderbuss with the ranged bonus. So you could probably have a pretty decent chance of getting critical hits with a blunderbuss. I mean, I know there's arrows that can do it too, and certain bows that can do it. But it'd be fun to be shooting musket balls that way. It'd be dirt cheap. You really need to try a fairy ninja with the Cana Corpus. Lego says, I don't know what level it is, but once the ranger gets body of stone, it's even better. You'd have to be really high level. That's a 5th level spell, and it takes rangers, unless you're really doing power training on alchemy, that take forever to get alchemy up that high. If you power trained, you could probably get it around level 18. But even then, it would be weak. It'd be like power level 1 would be all you could cast it as reliably. So yeah, you'd probably need to cast it effectively. You'd need to be like level 23, 25. You're usually importing the ranger with an elven bow. Yeah, that's a great item. Probably the best imported item you can get. More roaches, really? Alright.
This is the part where we fight, right? So much for that.
The weirdest thing is we haven't backfired a stink bomb yet. And our throwing is only 3. That makes no sense. You just spam heal wounds after fights, Igloo? I have no idea what that is, Crack Rock. Which is...
Look at those things. I hope these guys aren't as tough as they look.
Hey Tim, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I am doing great. Thanks for asking. Okay, he's an extended. Oh, he's stuck. That's hilarious. He doesn't know how to get to me. That's really weird. There must be another one right here that's making them both not be able to fit through the door.
This is bad.
You're doing great. Glad to hear that, Tim.
This is bad.
Yes, it is bad.
So much for that.
29 Mason Flail. They're stalking us. I hear them. Where'd they go? Behind the door? No? The heck? I just heard them. Sound scam. My dog out real quick here, guys. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Everyone, I'm back. War grinding. Slimes, good.
I hope these guys aren't as tough as they look.
Alright, they're all green slimes.
Right on! Right on! This is bad. So much for that.
30 mason foil. 32 shield. They're being stubborn. Wow. The rumor's gotten out that there's a crazy whipmaster in a jail cell killing any monster that goes by. Guess they passed on the memo.
Look, creatures!
I'm back here for a little bit. I'm gonna see if I had anything worth enough money to go visit Burst. Got maybe 1,200 gold. Not that much. Wow, nothing.
Look, creatures!
You do have these roaches we can kill. They're a set counter. So we can go do that.
I think it's locked. This is the part where we fight, right? Ah! 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 Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Hey, I'm wounded. Oh!
Wow. They just killed us by doing over 18 damage in one round. Two of them. I was getting ready to use my moderate healing potion. Nope. Killed by level 1 roaches. 2 hits. Okay, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to delete out all my save game files. I feel like what's happening is the game is looking at how many times I've played. And it's adjusting all rolls. Saves. All right, they've all moved. Gonna exit and go back in. Yeah, but we had good armor there too. They just bypass armor. I think our shield blocked me 1 or 2 hits and that was it. Our average armor class was, I think we had 8 on the foot and pretty close to that on the legs. Okay. All right, replace. Go back to spear.
We are like a bird. My hair rises upon my neck. Be cautious.
If it makes any difference on our rolls, deleting the saves.
I see a creature. The fur is rich.
Rolls seem about the same.
I see a creature.
I think it's just with one character you notice it's so much harder than with multiple characters.
Instead, rejoice that we are still alive. I see a creature. Do not glory in death. Instead, rejoice that we are still alive. Look, a creature. Much too kind. Much too kind.
Two artifacts. Okay. That crab only had 4 hit points. I haven't had a crab at that low of hit points in ages.
Do not glory in death. My
Okay, +2 to hit. +5 now. Yep.
let us be predator and not prey. Do not glory in death. My
Alright, pole arm of 10. Heard all these voices so many times.
like the jackal, the enemy slinks upon us.
There's just something. Rats. Wow, that's a lot of rats.
May the good Lady Fortune fight with us.
I haven't seen him do double damage yet. There's a double.
I have wounds.
Killed 2 of them. Sample says maybe we need a different portrait for good luck.
Our will prevails.
We had really good luck last time with items, but it didn't seem to help us at all. We still got it completely owned by 2 roaches that were level 1. While we were level 2 with 35 hit points.
Out. May the most encouraging. Our will prevails.
Alarm of 12. Hey there, Lena. Krista, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. See if we can get to the jail cell again, get those leather boots. These rats are going to be in here somewhere. It's bats, okay.
Be on guard. Combat begins. Our will prevails.
Alarm 13, not too shabby.
Fight with us.
Oh, why did he come out? Let's scan him right there.
My illness is extinguished.
Yeah, it makes no sense why that guy came out there. Got more reds over there. Gloves are pretty much useless. Okay, slime's over there. We need to get healed up. Slimes are definitely the best thing we can fight. At this point. The sense is too low to find any items that are hidden. Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You made it. Happy Friday. Long weekend here. Memorial Day weekend. You forgot about that? Well, I know you're kind of self-employed, Mr. Spock, so probably doesn't impact your hours, does it? Holidays doesn't really impact you unless you have plans. Gotcha.
Our will prevails. A million thanks.
Three artifacts. Almost says, I hope all this artifact training doesn't give you carpal tunnel. Yeah, really. You're gonna scam me already, I see.
Our will prevails.
Roaches are the biggest scammers early on. Hey, Sever, welcome to the stream. How are you? He's up to six emoticons.
tighten. Like the jackal, the enemy slinks upon us.
Five stream watch streak. Oh, 5. He's on a 5 stream watch streak. He's got 6 emoticons. We just got a bonus. We got some bonus emoticons.
Damn it!
Can't seem to hit.
Most encouraging. Our foe multiplies. Our will prevails. Our foe lurks beyond. A device of some kind. I wonder what it does.
When the lime jello fights back, Mr. Spock says. Yes. You open your fridge and lime jello attacks you. That was like something out of the movie The Blob.
There is a trap. Illness flares within me.
Alright, leather hauberk's good. Guess it's time to do more training. Let me get rid of this poison first. If I do a little bit at a time, it won't be as painful. We'll do 10 arrows at a time.
I am suspicious of danger in this area.
Ooh, a heater shield. But we're using pole arms, so I'll have to find something else I can use. I do still have the rapier. Eight sword. Can use a hatchet. Let's see. No. Rapier's much better. Okay, that's garbage. Hey DC, welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Our foe lurks beyond.
Yeah, new fighter. Many fighters. I have no idea which fighter I'm on. 17, just throw it out there. You haven't watched The Blob in years? I wonder if it holds up. It actually does. I watched it within the past, I think, 2 or 3 years. And it was pretty good. I'm talking about the original with oh, what was his name? His very first movie, or one of his first. Can't think of his name. I'm so bad with names. That's not useful. Yes, thank you, Steve McQueen. Yes. We lost our morning fig. Yeah. Yeah. We've had lots of scams, DC. We had a 35 hit point fighter just about 10 minutes ago that got killed by 2 roaches. 2 level 1 or level 2 roaches. Took out 35 hit points in one round. And we had really good equipment too. And they just decimated them. Okay. So it happens. You get scammed a lot in this game. Only so much RNG you can put up with. Yeah, it's a female lizard man. Okay, so let's try to do more training on this. Want to identify this. This, I can probably tell by my... Okay, we found... This is what we found last time. That's a brimstone ring. That's a good early find. But it didn't save us from 2 roaches last time. Six.
A million thanks.
Seven. Eight. Okay. This probably takes a lot more. Yeah, we're not gonna... We might be able to identify these, not pigs. Okay. Hey, Cody. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Like the jackal, the enemies.
Cody says, you think you cover more distance in combat or out of it in these solo runs? That's a good question. I think out of it, but yeah, you do spend a lot of time running around in combat, evading. Been watching for a bit, but your chat was bugged. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. Igloo says, I still don't understand this Microsoft AI coding thing. Google has AI for any code right in the search. You mean, is it on their search engine? I use Microsoft Copilot all the time for AI related stuff. Okay.
A million thanks.
Don't know. You have to have someone show because you can Google what you need and the AI shows it. I have no idea what you're talking about, Igloo. Microsoft Copilot, you can type in all kinds of coding questions and it'll give you actual code and results and stuff. So I'm not sure what you're talking about.
A million thanks.
11 artifacts. Okay, let's go sell some of this stuff. Well, actually, might as well get the resurrection powder. You don't use Google to find coding answers. Are you saying to find a site? You're just using Google's search engine to find coding answers? Yeah, I use Start Page. I never use Google directly. But it depends. I mean, Stack Overflow is one of the better ones for getting answers. So you can just search for that basically. But AI can give you much better results if you're looking for something coding related. It's usually pretty good. Sometimes you have to tweak it a bit, but actually, in order to identify this, I need more stones. Let me go get the ones out here. Hopefully we can get to 12 artifacts. That's what we need. Cody says they should add an AI lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That would be hilarious. Do you want to ask AI? It'd probably come up with a really bad answer. Google search has an AI answer the question now. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, you could just go to, take your pick. ChatGPT. I've been using Copilot more often now because it has a deep think option you can enable, which does a better job. Okay, let's see if that gave us All right, that gave us 12. So now we can ID this. What else? Still can't ID that stuff. Okay. Cody says if I use my phone a friend, Mom's just gonna ask her Alexa anyway. That's funny. Is that show even on anymore? Okay.
Like the jackal, the enemy slinks upon us. Guests enter our realm. There is a...
Don't mind me, buddy. We're just stealing your stuff. He's looking right at us. Really? You still haven't opened it. Get good. Gosh, I'd be better off to equip this thing. That has a 10% chance. It's claiming 30%. Once again, it's lying. Alright. Yeah, we try to lockpick it and then it actually, even though we fail, then it opens. That was garbage.
Our foe lurks beyond.
Was that you? Come back in.
Till we meet again.
Oh, there's some monsters right there. These look like crabs. $500. All right, let's see what you got for us. Flail's way too heavy. It weighs 11. Okay, let's get this stuff I need. We have to get birds to help us take on these crabs.
Come back and...
Till we meet again.
Yeah, what a scam.
May the good lady fortune
6
guide you.
crustaceans, really? I'm gonna do an equip here. Let me see if I get into a position where I can hit it. There
Block.
we go. Come on, Burrs. You're stealing my training. Cody says, I've noticed the Google AI knows Minecraft surprisingly well. I went to look up game mechanics last week and it came up with a whole schematic I ended up building that worked really well. It's cool. Why did you move to right there? That was weird.
Looks beyond.
God. Legions of children use an AI to help with Minecraft. Greg says.
Our will prevails.
Alright, Burrs, you're blocking. We need to get you moving. Okay, he's completely blocking. Look at him. I squeeze past him. Burrs really likes to keep his customers nearby. Yeah. Training in here. Light heals. Cure poisons. $14. Got one little increase there. All right.
Our foe lurks beyond. Like the jackal, the enemy slinks upon
Igloo says maybe you can feed it Wizardry 8 stuff and it'll come up with a Iron Man 1 character. That'd be funny. You say, hey, how can I avoid all these scams in Wizardry 8? It comes back and says you can't. Quit playing. Crackrock says RNG is a beast that can only be managed. You mean with cheating, not without cheating. Joshua, oh, you're back? I think the best import item is the mystery ray. Only it can be dual wielded.
our foe lurks beyond.
The stun rod and elven bow, in my opinion, are leagues better than the mystery ray. Mystery ray just doesn't do much damage. We got slimes. One of the biggest problems with modern weapons is you don't get strength bonus on its damage.
May the good Lady Fortune fight with us.
Cody says that'd be a bit unnerving if the AI sided with the savant. That would be funny. Yeah, you get the stun rod. You can buy it from Sadok in Martin's Bluff, but that's a quite a ways into the game. By that point, you don't. I mean, not much is a threat. AI joins the Razuka. You can give it to your fairy bishop. The mystery ray.
Most encouraging.
Bishops don't even get modern weapons. The chance they would that would be so bad.
Our will prevails.
Okay, let's see here. Get a little bit more training out of this. I get it to 18. We're at the next category.
A million thanks.
$15. Okay, we got a tiny bit of training there.
Like the jack
No, I
of
mean,
Davis.
they don't get the modern weapons skill bishops. Yeah, against androids, it's good, that's for sure. But yeah, they don't have modern weapons skill. You gave it to a ranger or a fighter, it would do a lot better. Focus on modern weapons. Roaches.
Be on guard. Combat begins.
Nice.
Our will prevails.
Do I keep training full armor, or do I go with sword and the heater shield I found? Do I do both? Moved out a little bit there. He's trying to scam us. You could always class change to a fighter. Do tons of grinding on modern weapons. And then switch back to the bishop. Yeah.
May the good Lady Fortune fight with us.
Two shield blocks. Oh, that's weird. That one was blocked.
Be on guard. Combat begins. Our will prevails.
Sword 10, nice. Mr. Spock says, how many creatures in the game can you do knockout? Can do knockouts and paralysis. Ooh. I can only give you a rough estimate. Probably, if you include spells that can paralyze, Probably about 10 to 15%. And then if you include nausea and poison, you're probably up to 30%. Yeah, I'd say probably 15%. Paralyze / knockout. It's pretty high percentage. And anything that's considered a fighter can get knockout too. It's a special trait of the class. You can even knock out with a bow and arrow with a fighter.
May the
Joshua says if your stamina rounds out, all of them. Yes, that is true. And that's a pretty big deal. One-fifth to a third, not insignificant numbers. No, it's a lot. Yeah, if you look over here on a given character, you can see the abilities and traits. So the stamina regen, knockout opponents, and berserk attack is all fighter bonuses. His close combat skill they get as well, but all classes generally get some kind of skill bonus. Fighters is close. The slower magic power recovery is the lizard man.
our will prevails.
Igloo says every area it seems something webs, paralyzes, or knocks unconscious. Yeah. Yep, for the most part, that is true. Or does double or triple damage, bypassing your
Be on guard. Combat begins.
armor class.
Our will prevails.
Shield of 10. So we can actually get this up to, I think we can get +3 from a heater shield. If we had the shield skill up to around 100. Maybe even less than that. So we get a total of 6. Right now we only have 3 bonus from it. Evasion armor class. It's like having 30 stealth, basically. Except we don't get the chance for the monsters to not see you.
May the good Lady Fortune fight with us.
Need damage. Not risking it here. We're using the healing potion. Do you keep your fighter's hit points? Because I should just always start as a fighter. Yes.
Our will prevails.
Yeah, I've done that quite a few times where I started as a fighter and then switched to a mage to get the extra points. You are really far behind with magic training when you do that, but you're a heck of a lot tougher. See, there was the knockout right there that we got from the fighter. And like I said, it can do it with any weapon. You wanted to make another class? Another character, you mean? Or... Alright, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and save it here. We'll see how long we can keep this character alive. I'm glad to find a heater shield early on. That's pretty sweet. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.